Hello everyone, revealing the secrets of Harry. Why Meghan is terrified of the future. Perhaps the Montecito couple's life is going through storms. The conflict is rising to the peak. A new direction of Meghan is gradually revealed, like a life buoy. Have you heard of Meghan's diary? So now, we're going to speak about Meghan's diaries, which are about to be released, and look at them. But I also wanted to address a few other issues, like the fact that Princess Anne, Princess Royal, will not be present for the Olympics opening ceremony. Zara Tyndall, her daughter, loses her spot to represent Great Britain in the Olympics. She's an equestrian, we know, but she didn't quite make it. She was just short of making the team. And we're sorry she didn't make it. But hey, Zara, at least she tried. I'm royal. That's something Meghan would do. She assumed she should be able to make the team because she is royalty. Zara sees it and says, look, it is what it is. I did not make it, but I am royal, and I do not take advantage of it, right? And we must admire that. But let's speak about Meghan and her upcoming explosive book. Another reason for Meghan's book title, or the concept that she will be publishing this book, is that Ulrika Gruenwald is releasing a documentary that will reveal fresh details about Meghan Markle's life before she met Harry. Now, that's just my speculation. I don't know for sure, but it sounds like it when you think about it. If Meghan is referring to a bombshell book that she plans to release, there was so much she didn't want anyone to know. And then it's revealed that the documentary is now on hold to ensure that they've thoroughly studied all of these allegations before moving forward. But consider this, guys, why would they put everything on hold? If Meghan and her followers did not pose a threat, something happened, which indicates there is a there. Meghan knows that the royal family first shielded her. She also understands that there are many things she has done in the past that she does not want others to know about. Let me tell you something, folks, I've been in that world, and I know there's a lot that goes on that you don't want others to know about. When you're in your unknown years, it's a feisty young woman attempting to get what she wants out of life. And the vultures, those who prey on young ladies, will promise you the world, and you can't tell me Meghan Markle didn't fall into that trap throughout her early career. So there's a lot out there that she doesn't want anyone to know about. She is afraid, and now she's trying. Well, I'm going to publish my book. I'm going to say some things that will rock the royal family. So she's now attempting to issue threats, things she claims she'll do if this documentary is made public. So here's some new information on that, and this is what's allowing me to create that connection. The documentary producer has stated that Meghan would expose her diaries and publish a book to upset the royal family. The documentary filmmaker is revealing this in this new segment because Meghan's group is threatening him. And throughout their discussions, Meghan's people have stated that if this documentary is released, she will do something to destroy the royal family. So documentary filmmaker Ulrika claims Meghan is attempting to revenge against the royal family with a book. Now, you must excuse the outside noise. There are youngsters playing, and bells are ringing. I'm not in my usual habitat, so please excuse the noises you are experiencing. The documentary is named Harry the Lost Prince. This is the title of the documentary. Even the title of this documentary reveals a great deal about Meghan. What it means is that Harry is so lost that he becomes entangled with this harlot, the victimization of his own life, his upbringing, and what happened to his mother, and he's lost touch with himself. He isn't even a part of his life as a British citizen. He's no longer part of his life as a prince. He's so lost. And this will be one of the documentary's main themes. That is the title, because Meghan is a big part of why Harry is now the lost prince. Okay, Meghan will make you believe that, he was lost until he discovered me, Meghan, and now I'm assisting him, and we're going to rise and shine. But that's not the whole tale. No, it's about Meghan finding Harry the prince to assist her achieve her life goals of running a business enterprise and doing good things in California. because Meghan is the one enjoying her life, which was cut short when she went to marry Harry. She's just taking up where she left off, believing she can travel around, do films, and hang out with the A-listers. So, seriously, Harry is the lost prince. Okay, this is the title of the documentary. This documentary is set to air in December. Folks, in December. So they're getting it together. It will be out soon. And although we know Meghan is trying to say, well, I'm going to release my book, I'm going to come out and say something about the royals, people won't believe her. She's a recognized liar. We know she's told lie after falsehood, so she can publish a book, but no one will truly take her seriously. However, there is a small group of people who are seduced by Meghan and her lies, and they will continue to embellish and make Meghan's lies look true. But people talk about it because they know Meghan is trying to make her lies the reality, the norm for everyone. But we cannot let that happen. We cannot. Grunwald went on to remark that we know Meghan kept a diary during her stay with the royal family. Grunwald goes on to remark, I recall vividly the impact of Princess Diana's book and her interview with Panorama in 1995. It ultimately caused more harm to her than to the royal family. It's still the same. The most serious claims can only emerge from within. This upcoming documentary will discuss the most devastating realities within the royal family since King Edward VIII's resignation in 1936. And most recently, Grunwald and her team of filmmakers produced a documentary. It's called Princess Kate and the Drama of the Windsors, and I'll have to see it. Okay, we just got to see it. We got to see what she was saying. She said she communicated with folks in California. She spoke with people in New York. And we know a couple of things about what happened in New York with Prince Andrew. So much has been uncovered. And now, let me leave you with this headline. A headline reads, Resilient Meghan Markle tipped for big success as Duchess blocks out unnecessary noise. Okay, girl, keep trying to block everything out. Block out the noise. Keep repeating to yourself, just go and do it. It will not happen. But keep believing and thinking that it will, while we continue to tell you the truth. Generally, Harry's ridiculous attempt at portraying the public as a threat to his evil wife is an insult. Their own fault. They are disliked. I am convinced everything these two accuse the British royal family of is stuff they're actually doing, or would do. For example, of course Meg's afraid she's being sabotaged, because that's what she does to others. Harry left the royal life he said was awful, so why can't he move on with his wifey, enjoy his free life, leave all the royal family alone? Guess he can't cope with being rejected royal now? No one misses him. Besides, Americans are tired of these two complainings all the time, hoping they don't visit the other states, as it seems a lot of people are talking about them being not good people. Means his only brain cell rolled from one brain corner to the other and said, ha ha ha. What is worse is that Harry doesn't know how much he has lost and what he has lost. One might think that 80% of us thought he was a great guy, and now we are happy with Prince William and his family. But in fact, never 80%, never a great guy. He did so much bad headlines and made Europeans head shaking. European countries have so many charming, successful young men in former or still aristocratic families that Harry is not in ranking to them. Because Harry is every day in the press, people think he is the most interesting one. Hundreds of aristocratic families are doing great service in thousands of organizations, having good, but only local press. Harry is not needed on the continent. Anyway, she failed to fulfill her royal duty and perform the role we all hoped she represented. We looked forward to watching and enjoying her journey as an American girl, transformed into a global icon, as a British royal princess and duchess. Alas, she misbehaved, abused the royal family's largesse, refused to follow centuries of royal protocol, and then just gave up and fled back to California, taking Harry with her. We are deeply disappointed in her. We are angry that she lied to everyone about everything. We feel like dupes. We were duped by her. She cheated herself and all of us out of the inspirational figure she could have and should have become. It's such a waste. Whatever is in this upcoming German documentary about her and what happened to Prince Harry, wouldn't it have impacted her had she not exercised such poor judgment and defamed the royal family in the process? It's such a shame. Do you see that no matter how many television series she has starred in, Meghan's mental status seems to prevent her from realizing just how poetry the British monarchy and government are. Meghan represents something positive to certain people with very low self-esteem. When Meghan is criticized for wrongdoing, they view it as another personal affront to their very low sense of self-esteem. Many others have already seen through her obsessive sense of evil and wrongdoing. It's okay if she insists on writing a diary, then okay, publish and be damned. Let her try to publish her diaries. No proof that any of it will be true. Whatever she says about the royal family, it won't change anything. They will still be popular. It will be a 2-minute wonder. Then she will have nothing left. What a bullshit story. Who accidentally forgets their diary? Lame leak Meghan on a bullshit story. I remember reading somewhere that when the palace emptied Frogmore Cottage and packed everything up, Meghan forgot her diary. They tried to go back and get it, but they wouldn't let her. However, I still believe that most people who bought Spare still haven't read it, and probably never will, just sitting on their shelves or in a box. A second book won't even get published. Anyway, we shouldn't pay too much attention to that diary. The diary that Meghan is threatening the royal family with is the diary that was left behind when stuffed hastily. There were reports that the diary was found in a cupboard, along with 2 different-sized baby bumps. Now these things and other bits and pieces were packed up, and Harry collected them on one of his trips over in 2023 after the eviction order. But you can be assured that a copy was made of that diary. Notice how she has been relatively quiet. Apart from puff pieces since the Nigeria trip, they both would have been read the Riot Act, and that news item on or about 12 June that William had been seen at MI6 HQ in London would have been a warning. If she was confident that they would find nothing, she would not be issuing threats. And you guys, what do you think about these issues? Do you think Harry and Meghan will face retribution for their actions? I always believe that they will have to suffer more serious consequences like that. At the same time, I also believe that the royal family and Prince William will not let Meghan do anything that affects the royal family, the UK, and all the people of the UK. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and see you again.